Hello, everyone. So I'm here with Sharik, and we're going to do an interesting scenario in EWM today. So what we're going to do is reversal. Reversal after the put away is done for stock, uh, after doing the inbound receiving. There's an inbound delivery, we receive the stock, and then the stock is being put away into a fixed bin or into a bin. From there, we will try how do we handle the returns. Like if the stock is damaged for any reason, or if there's any issue with the stock, like you've received more than expected and you have to return the stock, then how do you handle the reversal process after it's been put away into a bin? So standard reversal is fine without being put away. So if you've done an inbound delivery and you click on post goods receipt, for example, and then immediately you realize you have done it accidentally, then you just do the reversal, which is fine. But the scenario we are taking today is when you are doing the reversal after it's being put away, which is slightly tricky. So what are the processes and steps that companies and organizations follow? That is what we are going to see in the system. Okay, so let's start. So what we're going to start with, we're going to start with by showing you an inbound delivery and doing the goods receipt first, doing the put away, and then follow the next steps to do the reversal. Okay, Sharik, let's
Yeah.
show the inbound delivery.
Okay. So we can directly create one inbound delivery quickly. So I'm taking as my one product distribution. Just save it.
So
We
we
can
are
keep this.
we are expecting that the audience of this users already know about the creation of inbound delivery and the distribution because we have created other videos which you can refer. We're
Yeah.
just doing the reversal. There's some assumption created.
Directly, yeah, distributing my inbound delivery for my put away process. So you can see this is my document. So I'm quickly creating my warehouse task.
Sharik,
Yeah.
just one thing you can show on the inbound delivery quickly
Yeah.
for the audience. Just show us where the current stock is. I mean, in the EWM delivery, just show when you create before you create the warehouse task. What are
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Sure.
things that come by default for that inbound delivery?
Okay. So I'll show where it will be put away. Okay. So
Yeah.
in the inbound process, as you can see, this has been taken from GR zone,
Yes.
and it will be going to one of our bins. I'm putting it manually for my use case. So this is my section, and
So
I'm just
9010, just to reiterate,
yeah.
9010 is the
This is
default
the
source
staging area.
bin. But largely in most organization, 9010 is used because that is an accepted storage type for GR zone. So whenever goods arrive at your site, it is arrived at a GR zone and then you decide where to move. So it is 9010. If just source bin, it is from the strategy that we put initially. And we are
Yeah.
moving it to 0010, which is this bin.
Or maybe we can take an empty bin. So maybe it is 08 where I'm putting it. One quantity.
Yeah, let's put, so we are creating a
Yeah.
warehouse task, which is we
Yeah.
are doing a step after it's been received in GR zone.
Yeah. Quickly, I'm confirming this warehouse task. Confirm plus save. And we can look into our monitor where we have placed this.
803.
Okay.
Yeah.
So inside that, you can see there are these many bins that I have already placed some of my quantities of this material. So as you click on the physical stock, you can
So
see
just
one
hang on
quantity is
there.
available here. Yeah.
Yeah, so just for the users to see it clearly, EWM10108 is the storage bin where the stock of the material EWM1710 is there, and there is one quantity. Now you've realized, now this is something we've done wrong. We shouldn't have received this stock, uh, or the stock was damaged or whatever. Now we have to do the reversal.
Yeah.
So the way we're going to do the reversal is there is not a magic or something like you just click on reversal and it automatically happens. So imagine a warehouse where you have to follow each step sequentially. You can't just do the reversal. So if a stock is there, then it needs to be tracked from how you're going to move it from one location to another. If you just randomly move it from one bin to another, you lose the track in the system. Everything has to be linked through the system for whatever stock movement you are doing. Okay, so there must be a process that you have to follow. So in your organization, if there is such case, there are different ways of doing it. One of the way that we are going to adopt is the process of creating a return PO,
Yeah,
because we are returning in this scenario, we are returning the goods back to the vendor. Okay.
vendor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in order to activate that, we have to first config some of the config node in our ECC or ERP side first.
S4 side.
So
Yeah.
for that, yeah, that's for side. So here we can go inside material management. Where it is, might be somewhere here. Yeah, materials management. You have to go inside purchasing, and in the purchasing you will find purchase order, and then you will see here somewhere return orders. You have to click here
Mm,
and click on the return to supplier. This setting needs to be activated with your purchase document category. That needs to be set with F and with the document type that you are going to use and your supplying plant. Okay.
mm.
So I have set up my configuration with my document type NB with 1710. Or you can also choose the standard document type, which is 2NB, or maybe uh, yeah, NB2, sorry, which is
In
standard for return to vendor, and that will be linked to your delivery type for return, that is RL. Okay.
Yeah, RL is standard. Most
Yeah.
of the people who are watching the video should be aware that RL is the standard delivery type for returns, which
Yeah.
is linked. So whenever you create a return PO, because in EWM you always have an inbound delivery, so it is linked with your delivery type.
Yeah. There's one more setting in your business partner where you have to search for your supplier. This is my supplier. Go inside that in your FLV N01 in purchasing tab. In the purchasing data, you have the setting to activate return supplier. This tick
Mhm.
needs to be activated, otherwise your return purchase order will not get created. Okay.
Mm.
And there is one more setting if you want to activate for RMA required, supplier RMA required. This is for approval authentication, I guess. So this is, I'm not activating for now. You can as soon as you click on return supplier tick, system will ask you to transfer or map this supplier to your customer. Okay. So if we go
Because
inside that once again, yeah,
customer mapping is needed because remember we are issuing the stock back to the supplier.
yeah,
So there'll be an outbound delivery created in this case at the back of the return sphere.
yeah,
So that's why it is needed.
yeah. So we can directly quickly create one return delivery or purchase order, sorry, ME21N. So I'm taking standard PO type. This is my supplier, purchase group and company code. Material I'm going to use is this, same that I've selected, quantity 1. And you have to select your correct storage type, 12.
Storage location, you mean?
Yes, yeah, sorry, storage location, yeah.
Hmm.
So after
So
that,
this is the storage location which from where the goods will be issued uh, back to the customer.
yeah, so we have to
To the bin.
click on
Yeah.
this return item, then only this PO will be activated for return PO. Okay, as soon as you tick on this, you will see the shipping tab here. In the shipping
Hmm.
tab, it will come with the delivery type that you have selected for return to vendor or
Hmm.
outbound delivery creation. And this is my
Hmm.
shipping point that I have linked with my shipping point determination
Hmm.
with
And
shipping
one
handle.
more thing for the people who are watching.
Yeah,
So in our scenario that we've taken is a return to vendor scenario where we are returning the goods after being put away. If there was a scenario where you just have to move the stock internally within the bin, then you can do just bin to bin stock transfer or just move it somewhere to scrap location or anything. Because this is a return scenario, that is why we are going through the process of return, purchase order, and outbound delivery and all of that. Okay.
yeah, yeah. The outbound delivery will initially initiated with the ERP side, and then we will extend it to the EWM. So now we can go to a transaction code from where we can create our outbound delivery.
VL10B. Uh,
Yeah, 10B. can go inside that. There's a purchase order that you can, oh, first you need to save this order.
Mm.
So we have created one purchase order. You can directly copy that and paste it here in transaction code VL10B. Execute. This is our outbound delivery. Go to background. It is now created. Go to log for delivery creation. And this is our document that we have just created. Okay. We can check that in VL02N. Or maybe in the purchase order history, we can directly go.
Yeah, I think you can just copy and paste.
The purchase order history, you can see it will come automatically here.
Mm.
So this is our outbound delivery. So
And
now
you can
we
see
will,
delivery is already distributed. So when you
yeah,
were creating from VL10B, because
yeah.
the EWM setting and config between the document types and everything is already there.
And in good moment data, it shows A, which is not started yet.
Yes.
Okay. So now we are going to the configuration step where we need to do the mapping for our returns delivery. First, you need to check these settings and then I'll show you the process. So for the good issue part, you need to come inside outbound delivery, and here they define item type for outbound delivery process. You can go to this text. There's a list of BC set that you need to activate in order to like get the item type for return to vendor. So for that, there is one BC set that you need to activate. Just one. If it is activated, system will introduce some of the item type for the interfaces part. Okay. Inside the interfaces, ERP integration, inside delivery processing, there is a mapping option. So here you first need to map your document type from ERP to EWM. Here you can see I have mapped already. This is the document type that we have used, RL, which is for return to vendor, with my document type that I'm using in EWM. So RL is now linked with OUTB, which is my outbound delivery type. Okay, and RLL is will be used when you are initiating the process from the EWM side, not from the return PO. Then this document type will be used. And
Great.
for the, yeah, for the mapping of the item type, you can see this has been done with the item type that has been introduced in the EWM side, which is ORET, linked with your ERP side of the document and the item type. Okay, so this integration needs to be there before processing your return to vendor process in the EWM side. So now we'll be creating one delivery in PRDO. What was my outbound delivery number? I guess this one.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it is now distributed in our EWM. Okay, so you can go to follow on function, warehouse task. So inside our default values, you can see we can set manually. Otherwise, if you want, if you have a dedicated storage type set for return to vendor stock, you can directly set the WPT in the background, which will help you to directly process what which storage type you want to pick the item. So it will automatically get triggered in your warehouse task, so you don't have to enter manually every time whenever you will be creating a return to vendor stock uh, uh, or delivery. So our source bin is
So
002.
source, yeah, source is something we are putting in manually.
Yeah,
It
and
is
we already know we have placed a stock in this bin. So
Hmm.
we are setting it as
Because when you're
EWM.
creating the outbound delivery, remember that you may be creating the outbound delivery after a week. So
Yeah,
now it is better. I mean, companies can do it in the way they want, but it's better if you put a strategy of defining the source bin in case of returns is manual, so that you know from where you've been picking the stock.
yeah. So as you click on create, you can see it is green. Create plus save. We have created our order. Confirm the warehouse order. It has now been confirmed. You can see our product has been moved from this bin to our GI zone.
The GI zone, and now from
Yeah,
GI zone you can do final
yeah,
good issue truckload or
yeah,
whatever. But now the stock has been taken away from that bin,
yeah. You can see
and
our picking has been completed. Packing status has also been completed. Loading is not started because it is not in a process. So if you want, if it is activated with TU integration, then you need to do the loading. Otherwise, it is okay. You can directly good issue
hmm,
on good issue, and your stock will be moved
correct.
from your to your vendors. Okay, so
So
you can
this
go
is
back.
how you do the reversal. So
Yeah,
reversal is nothing but you're receiving and issuing combined together. All you do is in middle you create a returns PO. So it
yeah,
tells you from which vendor you have received it initially, and then you use the same vendor to do the goods issue. And you've seen in the business partner there's a link between the vendor and you.
yeah. And the good movement status now you can see shifted from A to C, which is completed.
Correct.
Yeah,
Good.
and this is your document flow that we have created with the purchase order.
Yeah. So well done, Sharik.
Yeah,
So I think that is the end of the video. We were trying to complete as much as possible in this session, and I think you must have noticed we were in a rush earlier because we didn't want to repeat certain stuff in the interest of time because most of the audiences they just want to get to the point. So now we've made the point. Hope you've liked the video. Please do like and subscribe or share for the people who need these kind of solutions, and that will encourage us to do more such videos. And we are in a journey to help all the people who are aspirants to make them good SAP consultants. You can always reach out to us personally or by comment. Enfogen Training is what we use to help educate our user base. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye.